In this lesson, we're going to take a look at the Industrial Revolution of the early 1800s. The economic system of the United States is called capitalism, or the free enterprise system. This is because ownership of businesses is in private hands. The government does not own business in our country like it does in some other countries. Additionally, companies compete for your business, and the result of that competition is better products at better prices. Other key tenets in capitalist system are private property, as you see in the middle column, right? The profit motive, this is why businesses are in business, to make money, and consumer sovereignty, meaning the consumer is king. We decide what will be produced because we purchase the things that we want and don't purchase the things that we don't want. The Industrial Revolution of the early 1800s is where we're going to take products that were made by hand and make them by machine. On the left, we're looking at a picture of a factory from that time period. On the right is a drawing showing what that factory would have looked like on the inside. The key here we can see is the power source is water, specifically swiftly flowing rivers, which will push the paddle wheel. Let me make this a little bit larger here, which will turn the paddle wheel, which is in the river. So the factory had to be built next to a swiftly flowing river, and then through a combination of gears and pulleys, that main paddle wheel is going to turn gears which are located in the ceilings of the factory floors. And from the gears mounted in the ceiling, you're going to have pulleys come down to actually turn the machine. So the entire system was powered by that swiftly flowing river. Textiles are what were originally being produced. The Industrial Revolution of the early 1800s starts essentially in Waltham, Massachusetts, was the first centralized textile mill. You can see here on the left, the machines at the top. On the left, we've got a spinning jenny. We're going to create the thread. On the right, we're going to have a loom, which is going to take the thread and create the cloth. Both of these were done by hand prior to the development of the machines. Women were the ones working these machines, and that's partly because you had a supply of young girls, young unmarried girls from the farms that were looking to make some money and work at this temporarily for 2 or 3 years before they went back to farm life and got married and whatnot. Additionally, of course, factory owners like to hire women because they worked for about half the pay of men. This timetable shows that they were working a 60-hour work week, basically, right, where work began at 6:45 in the morning. Right, there was an hour lunch break, and work ended at 6 o'clock, Monday through Fridays. On Saturdays, work ended at 4:30. So it was a 6-day work week and a long one. With the development of the steam engine, the water power is going to be replaced by steam engine power, and this is going to allow the factories built after this point to be located in the cities where the people were. All right, prior to this, you needed to locate the factory next to a swiftly flowing river, which could often be in the middle of nowhere, and then build the housing around the factory and other stores that might be in what became a mill town around the factory. The creation of the steam engine is going to negate the need for that, and instead they'll locate the factories in the cities where people were living. Additionally, when we talk about immigration in the 1840s and 50s, later on in this unit, you'll see that these immigrant workers are going to replace the women working in the factories. So then, just to sum up, factories were located in New England because of the fast-flowing rivers that powered these machines, and we're talking specifically Massachusetts, New Hampshire. All right, single women left the farms to earn money. They were earning about half the wages of men. And then lastly, the invention of the steam engine is going to allow for factories to be built in the cities, and steam power will replace water power towards the ends of the Industrial Revolution of the early to mid 1800s.